how to represent the chemical equation. Chemical equation is the representation of chemical reaction. Chemical reaction. By seeing the chemical equation, we can understand what kind of reactants are reacting and what kind of products are formed. Or we can easily understand that what kind of atoms involved in it and even the quantity of both qualitative and quantitative representation of the reaction. Yes. So in this chemical equation, how to represent the chemical equation in the sense, when we write the chemical equations, the left side always represents the reactant and the right side always represents the products. Okay. So here carbon plus O2 gives rise to CO2. When the product, once the product is formed, it can't reverse it into reactants. That we know very well. Here this carbon is different, oxygen is different, but here when it forms into carbon dioxide, this carbon is different and this oxygen is different. They both combine to give carbon dioxide only. But the properties of reactants are completely different from products. Once the product is formed, though the product is obtained from the reactants, once the product is formed, the product is completely different from the reactants. And that products are represented towards right. Left side reactants, right side products, and this arrow mark shows the direction of the reaction. And the products may be 1, 2 or many more. Many more. Or more than 2. Or more than 3. It is not fixed that only one product should be formed or 2 products should be formed. It depends upon the reactants, what we have taken. It depends upon the reactants, the products are obtained. Sometimes all products are desired and sometimes only one product is required. The other product is kept aside for the remaining experiments. And this arrow mark shows the direction of the reaction. Okay. So if products are increased, so that if CO2 is one product, if another product is also formed, we need to represent with plus sign and adding the products at the side of and towards the right. If there is evolution of gas takes place, for example, Zn plus Hz gives rise to ZnCl2 plus hydrogen gas. Here 2 products are formed, so 2 products are separate products, so that I have differentiated the products by using S product. And gas is so that represents gas towards up, so that means that evolution of gas taking place. Understood? And this zinc is completely different from this thing, and this chlorine is different from this. Here the chlorine is like in the form of acid, here the chlorine is in the form of salt. And this the arrow mark shows the direction of the reaction. Above the arrow mark we can write the conditions. Above the arrow mark we can write the conditions. Conditions like the temperature, pressure, and pressure like that on the above the arrow mark. FeSO4 on heating, then we have taken the iron sulfate on heating. There is a formation of Fe3O4, SO2 and SO3. And these two are the different gases. One is colorless and the other one is reddish brown color. This is iron sulfate. This is iron 3 oxide, SO2 sulfur trioxide and SO3 sulfur trioxide. And this is very, very, very important concept, balancing of equations. So in general, we write the chemical equations by using skeletal equation. Skeletal equation means without balancing it. Okay, what is the main necessary thing to balance the equation? Balancing of equation in the sense, here left hand side you will write the products, reactants, and right hand side you will write the products. So simply writing without balancing, without seeing the mass of it, it is called a skeletal equation. It is called as a skeletal equation. When we go with the balancing of equation in the sense, always the mass of reactant should equal to the mass of product, according to the law of conservation of mass. According to the, yes, products and reactants should, yes, both products and reactants should be equal. When we go to the market before the digital balance, now we can see that in supermarket there is a digital balance. No need to see the two pans or towards each other or without holding like this. But previously when you go to the, yeah, no problem, Priscilla. So before going digital balances, we have seen the what we can say physical balances. Physical balances are nothing but by holding it, the two pans by the center of the pointer should be at the center. That means two pans are equal. Am I right? You have seen this anytime? You have seen two pans. If the pointer is at the center, that means this is equal to this. If the pointer is towards down, that means this is greater. If the pointer towards this side, that means this is greater. If the pointer towards this side, this is greater. Understood? So this is a simple physical balance. When we have taken this physical balance, when we have taken the reactants, and this is the products, all the reactants always should equal to the products. Then only the equation is said to be balanced. The equation is balanced. Okay. Ma'am, is it necessary to balance the chemical equation, or if the chemical equation is not balanced, is that any difference is there? Properties will be changed? No, there is no change in the properties. There is no change in the properties. Even if we won't balance the equation also, there is no change in the properties. But when we want a complete chemical equation, when we want to represent a complete chemical equation, definitely we need to balance the equation according to the law of conservation of mass. According to the law of conservation of mass, the equation should be balanced. Both reactants should be balanced with products. When we write the complete reaction, if we don't want to represent the complete equation, we can go with skeletal equation. When we write the skeletal equation also, mass also matters if it is complete. If you want to write complete, let me explain. I'll give an example.
Ma'am, I'm saying that the law of conservation of mass and law of conservation of matter also implies.
Yes, law of conservation of matter in the sense within the mass. Matter here we can give reactants and products are considered as matter. But according to law of conservation of mass, energy neither be created nor be destroyed during the chemical equation. What do you mean by law of conservation of mass? Energy or the mass neither be created nor be destroyed. Understood? There is no creation of new mass or there is no destruction of mass within the. So I want to go with the balanced equation. How to balance the equations? Now we need to check here. Hydrogens, how many are there, children? How many hydrogens are there? 2 hydrogens. Here also 2 hydrogens. Am I right? So both hydrogens are balanced. Individual atoms we need to check. Individual atoms. Here water means entirely we can't check. Individual. Here how many hydrogens? 2. Here how many hydrogens? 2. Balanced. Balanced. Here how many oxygens are there? 2. Here how many oxygens are there? Your presentation of equation is wrong, dear Priscilla. There we can't write equals to. We need to represent the equation by using arrow mark only.
Ma'am, in the keyboard there is no arrow, no ma'am, so I kept that.
Okay, good. So here oxygens 2, here oxygen 1. So we can't write 2 here. This is wrong. We can't touch the property of the compound by changing the formula. So we need to write 2 at the prefix. That means 2 here, nothing is there, means 1. 2 into 1, 2. Balanced. Oxygens are balanced. But here there is a change with hydrogen. Again we need to go back. So 2 into 2, 4. Here how many are there? 2 are there. So we need to write 2 here. And this is complete equation. Or the balanced equation. Both are correct. Both are correct. Here hydrogen means hydrogen only. Here 2 is not there. There is no change in the property of the equation. Both are correct. H2, Cl2 gives rise to HCl. H2Cl, hydrogen gas, chlorine gas combined to hydrochloric acid. The two hydrogens are there, one hydrogen there. So we write 2 here. 2 into 1, 2. 2 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens. Here chlorine is 2. Here chlorine is nothing is there but 2 into 1, 2. The equation is balanced. If you write 2 or any number before the compound, before the formula, that represents that number represents to the entire element. Like how we will go with the fractions. We'll take common. At the same way here 2 is common for both. So what is the definition of balancing of equation? The process of making the number of different types of atoms on both the sides of an equation is called balancing of equation. That means the mass of both reactants and products should be equal. So how we'll do it? So when we go with the physical balance, if the mass is not equal, then what the vendor will do? Just he add the vegetables until the balance, the pointer becomes at the center. The pointer turns to the center. In that sense, he'll keep on adding the vegetable. If the pointer is towards the vegetable, then what he'll do? He'll remove it. See, not to make the thing equal.
I know 1 to 20.
Yeah, 1 to 20 you can say here.
Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, oxygen.
Not like this. I have written. No, dear. I said na hydrogen 1, helium 2, lithium 3, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, like that.
Okay. Hydrogen 1, helium 2, lithium 3, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen 8, fluorine 9, neon 10, sodium 11, magnesium 12, silicon 13,
Aluminium 13, aluminium 13, silicon 14, phosphorus 15, sulfur 16. Okay, very good. You have done your work. Very good. Just try to learn up to 30. Okay, dear, you are perfect. Good. Try to learn. Okay, Priscilla.
Yes, ma'am.
Start.
Ma'am, hydrogen 1, helium 2, lithium 3, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen 8, fluorine 9, neon 10, sodium 11, magnesium 12, aluminium 13, silicon 14, sulfur 15. No.
Sulfur 16.
Okay, phosphorus 15, sulfur 16, chlorine 17, argon 18, potassium 19, calcium 20.
Very good. But I want you all to learn up to 30.